It's 53 feet reefer.
Okay, okay. So you're based in Illinois, right?
Yes, we're based in Illinois. So how can you help us?
Okay. So actually we are dispatching company and we have like pretty good loads available for semi-trailers, and we have been in the market for like 6 to 8 years. So we have like professional dispatchers with a lot of connections and lot of relationships with the brokerage market and the load boards as well. So if you're getting one load for like 2,600 on the load board, so our dispatcher will call the broker and renegotiate the rate, and we'll get for like $2,800 or maybe
I mean,
$2,900.
any dispatchers negotiate. That's your job as a dispatcher. So what is your rate per mile?
What?
What is your rate per mile for reefer for the last month? What is your average rate per mile?
Our it is like 2.22 and 2.5 per mile.
2.2, 2.5, but average national right now in USA is 327 per mile for reefers. So that means that you're not dispatching that good.
Oh, no. It depends upon the
What do you
working
mean?
time, right?
No. I mean, average for October right now for the whole USA is 327 per mile for reefer. You telling me 220, 230, which is $1 less. So how can you be good if you dispatching $1 less than everybody else dispatching?
No, ma'am. Actually, I'm not dispatching. I'm just a sales representative. The
Okay, but
dispatchers are
you are promising me something which doesn't make sense. You promising me to go and start driving lower than everybody else. So if you're reaching out to me and you're giving me the wrong information, what is the reason for me to even give you a chance? Well, I mean, don't you know your data? Don't you know your data? Don't you know the rates for driving now, for flatbed, for reefer?
right. I know, but I might have just misplaced the
Misplaced
reefer
what?
with the reefer to a driver.
Misplaced information? So how can I trust you then? Okay, so
That's right.
which lanes are you talking about?
I'm talking all over the United States of
Yes,
America.
all over United States.
We
So
provide.
again, it's gonna be different. We have regions. If the driver goes to East Coast, the rate per mile is gonna be higher. If he's on Midwest, it's gonna be lower. If he's coast to coast, that's totally different thing. So
Okay, you do
you
coast to
can
coast,
reach
right?
how can you reach out to somebody if you don't know goddamn data? How can you do that, guys? Why are you still killing the USA market? Can you educate yourself before you make phone call? Can you do
Sorry.
that at least?
That's a lot of words I'm history.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Actually, no one
It's a
ever.
lot of words because you know what, guys? You sit somewhere outside of the country. You have no clue about geography. You have no clue about tolls. You have no clue about the rates, and you call and you promise nonsense. Nonsense.
No. I haven't promised you still anything yet.
You
So
just
don't call
promised
me
me that
nonsense.
my load is gonna be better. If they pay 26, you're gonna get me 28. On how many miles?
Yeah.
What kind of commodities? Which market?
I did not say I promise, but I said let's suppose if you're getting a rate for a load for $2,600 from the load board.
Okay, so my question
Those
is,
are specific words, so don't get me.
what is your dispatcher right now averaging per week for reefer? What is the rate per mile? What is the gross? Which region are we talking about?
Well, ma'am, we just acquire the carrier's information, and we work according to the carrier. If you like to say you want to be in the Midwest market, so we don't provide you a load outside the Midwest market.
I
We
understand,
only
but
keep you
how
in the
do I
Midwest
know that
market.
you know what you're doing? Okay, I want to be in Midwest. So what is your rate per mile right now for Midwest, and what is the gross per week for reefers? Can you give me example for
Can
1 week? For the last week, you
can
had.
I can I
Yeah, go ahead.
can I can I can I just transfer my call to my senior?
Of course, transfer to whoever you have to, whoever has an answer to this, because this is a waste of my time and your time. So transfer me to somebody who at least knows logistics.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just transferring this call to my senior. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Alex, this is Harry with Friendly Dispatch.
Yes, it seems like you guys reaching out to us to provide the service. Your associate claims that he has 8 years of experience, and I would like to get some answers to my questions. So if I have a reefer, what is your rate per mile right now for the last month? What is your rate per mile per average per week? What is your gross per week? Which brokers do you work with? Can you give me example of this? How can you ask me to give you a chance if he has no clue about logistics in USA?
You're 100% correct. I would be there to answer your every question. So if you ask about per mile rate, again, it completely depends upon the miles you travel. And
Doesn't matter. We have a national data, so we have a national data. So I have a reefer. So what are you averaging right now for reefer for the last 2 weeks? What is the average rate per mile for reefer?
All right, perfect. So average rate for a reefer is going anywhere between 3.2 to 3.3 per mile. That's it in Midwest market. And if you travel all states, it's going to be 2.6, 2.7 dead far. Because you might, weather about the weather conditions as well, not more than 2.6, 2.7.
What is the weather condition are we talking about? What is the weather condition?
Snow, obviously.
Snow, obviously snow did not start yet. We are in October. We did not even had even one snowstorm yet. So which snow are you talking about?
We are in Northeast market, so I'm talking about those states as well too.
Okay, but when the snow hits, actually market goes higher because it's spot market. Nobody wants to drive in the snow.
Not for reefer, because guys who have dry vans, they use them as a reefer as well too. So not for reefers. They go up, but for dry vans, not for power onlys as well, because Amazon, they're buying every trailer right now. And if you talk about,
well, we're talking about reefer. You reach out to me. I have a reefer, so let's talk about reefer. So which lanes do you have? So I have few trucks. I have one which goes to East Coast from Chicago, one goes to Midwest, one goes all the way to Yakima. So what can you offer me? Which brokers do you work with? What would be rate per mile?
Okay. We work with, sure. I'm telling you, we work with TQL, we work with Schneider, we work with C.H. Robinson, we also work with XPO Logistics. So we only work with the brokers with good credit scores. That's it. If you talk about,
well, you just work with the bigger guys, but that.
Now just stay with me on the phone.
Okay, so how much do you charge for your dispatch?
Ma'am, we only charge $3.
How much?
1 week of dispatch, and in that week, we are completely responsible for your planning your complete week. We are also available on weekends as well.
How much? Again, one more time. How much you gonna charge?
$300 for one truck.
$300 per one truck. So 300. You have a flat fee, but what is the promise that you're gonna do what is best for me? What if you're just gonna book load just to get rid of the truck? So can you send me examples of your dispatch for few carriers so I can see exactly your load? Yeah.
Exactly. What I can do, I can let you talk to the dispatcher who's going to be in charge of your trucks before even you sign up with us.
No, before I talk to anybody else.
Have a brief idea.
Before I talk to anybody else, I would like to see at least example of few carriers to see for the last 2 weeks. What are you guys sending them?
Sure.
Who is the broker? What was the rate? And so I can see what are you really promising.
Okay, Alex, what we can do is, if you want the exact information about the loads, in 2-3 weeks, you have to give me some time. I can arrange invoices for, and I can send it through email. We talk to you over the phone regarding the invoices. And if they satisfy you, then you can talk to the dispatcher. Again, if the dispatcher and you are on good terms, then you can sign up with us. And there is no contract working.
Okay, so it's gonna take you 2-3 weeks. It's gonna take you 2-3 weeks to provide the data for me. You don't have a data available today.
I'm saying if you need data for 2-3 weeks,
for the previous 3 weeks.
For sometimes I mean an hour or two. That's it. Not 2-3 weeks.
Okay, but I'm asking you to give me example for the last week previous week for somebody you dispatching. I want to see reefer carrier and what you guys sending them and where are they going, so I can see the who is a broker and how much did you get from Chicago to Memphis, Memphis to New Jersey. So do you have the data?
Awesome. Yes, I do have the data. Give us some time. Lunch break is going on. Once the lunch break is over after 1 hour, I'll give you a call and I'll send you the invoices with exact information.
Okay, so can you email us example to our email? It's dispatchtoday@gmail.com.
Okay, what's your email address?
It's dispatchtoday@gmail.com.
Dispatchtoday@gmail.com. And are you the owner of this company or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And what's the name of your dispatch service?
Friendly Dispatch Service. I can also send you
Friendly
reference of
Dispatch.
people
Yeah,
as
so
well.
yeah,
Once
can
you're
you?
done with the invoices.
Yeah, so can you send us your proposal so we can see your agreement?
Sure, I can surely do that. So can you tell me how many trucks you have in total?
We have 4.
4 trucks. All of them are reefers?
Yes.
All of them are reefers. And they all go all 48 states?
Yes, they go different markets.
All right, perfect. So you have to give me some time to arrange invoices. We'll be arranging invoices with exact details, and I will send it to you.
Well,
Anything else you
that
want to know
shouldn't be
about
that
the
hard.
service
I mean, they shouldn't be that hard. You guys dispatching, the dispatcher should have a data of the previous week.
I do have invoices. I'm also a dispatcher, but I dispatch trucks from California. If you want to know about the invoices,
No, I
from
don't need to
California,
go
I can
California.
send
I am not in California.
That's
I
fine.
want to see
Yeah,
what
that's why I'm
what do you
taking
do
some
for
time.
reefers.
That's why I'm taking some time. Because break is going on. Everyone is having their lunch. Once the lunch break is over, you can get the invoices.
And how many dispatchers do you have?
We dispatch 100 trucks daily. In total, we have 150 people working in our office.
150 dispatching how many trucks?
We have 150 people, including sales and management, working in our office.
But how many
And it's
trucks?
been only
How
2
many
years.
trucks are you dispatching?
100 trucks daily. That's what I told you.
Oh, 100 trucks and you have 150
We
people
dispatch-
dispatching them?
Yes, we dispatch 100 trucks daily, and we have in total 150 people working on our office.
Because usually
Each dispatcher is only allowed to dispatch 4 trucks a week, not more than that. So
But
you
if
can
you
get
have
the best
if
rates
you
on-
have 150 dispatchers, then you should dispatch 400 trucks, not 100 trucks.
We have 150 people working in our office,
Okay.
including sales, including management, including IT department. That's what I told you.
Okay, because the numbers of trucks should be higher if you guys good. If you have even 100 dispatchers, 4 trucks per person, it should be 400 trucks you dispatching.
Usually, exactly, you're 100% right. Usually what happens is people with team drivers, one dispatcher cannot handle 4 trucks with team drivers. So not every dispatcher have 4 trucks. Some of them are also new, handling only 1 truck. With solo driver, some of them are experienced for 2-3 months. They're handling 1 truck, 2 trucks with team drivers. So not every dispatcher is on the same level. I hope you understand that. And the people working with us for a long time are also capable of having 10 trucks too, with solo drivers.
And are you
So
outside?
it
Are you
depends on
located
their
outside of
experience.
the country?
What? No. We are in Northeast Market. Our company address is 181 Korea Avenue.
Yeah, that's where your address is, but as your dispatchers are located outside of the USA.
No, sir. No, ma'am. We are working inside USA.
I don't think so. I don't think so. You can afford 150 people in USA working like this. So
Why
I
not?
mean, you just have to be honest.
Why
It's
not?
nothing hard with this to be outside of the country. Most of the people who dispatch are outside of the country, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. You just have to be truthful.
All right. You're trying to convince me to
No.
agree on what you say.
I am not trying to convince you. So all of you 150
Okay.
people,
I
okay?
already told you.
So listen, you just told me about the snow and we had no snow. So you are located outside of the country, because if you would be in USA, you would know that we did not have snow yet. That's why you are outside of the country, right? I know you outside of the country because when I was talking to your previous guy, he had no clue about tolls or roads. That's how I know that you're outside of country. And it's okay. You just have to be
Yeah,
honest.
because that
That's
person
all.
is unexperienced right now. The person you were we're talking to.
Oh, so he lives in USA and he doesn't even know states and roads, but he lives in USA. Come on, guys. I know when you're not in USA, and it's okay. It's nothing wrong because it's outsourcing.
All right.
Okay.
Right. If it's okay for you, then I
Yes.
think we don't really have to talk about that.
Yes, we're not gonna talk about it because you know what you guys doing?
Perfect.
You promising service, which is nonsense. So stop killing USA market. Please stop killing
So
USA
Would you
market.
like to see the invoices or not?
No, I don't
Would you
because
like to see the
no,
invoices?
I don't like to see invoices because you guys killing the USA market. Please visit my channel because this is gonna be posted on my YouTube channel. Learn Dispatch today
Right.
and educate yourself, please. Educate yourself, all of you. Thank you so much and stop killing trucking.